It's Cam. I felt like making this video this morning because, I wanted to make a whole nother channel. I want to make a whole spiritual channel where I could just post stuff that I like advice, what I've learned spiritually, all this kind of stuff. But I realized this morning I had to make a new email and make a whole new YouTube account. And I was like, nah, I ain't trying to do all that right now. So I just felt like making this video. We'll post it, see what happens, And I probably got friends and family or whoever that might see this video, but it doesn't really matter because whoever sees it sees it. I'm just trying to help people. It's not like I wrote this shit down. Like, this is coming straight from the heart, straight from me, straight to you. I'm just trying to see what kind of impact I can give, see if I could help, see if I help one person. That's all I care about. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna be talking about if you're still feeling stuck right now in 2020. It's almost September. It's been a long year. A lot of shit went down this year. It hasn't been a good year for most of us. But if you're still feeling stuck, if you're still feeling anxious and you're still feeling depressed, that is not okay. I went through the same battles. I went through the same struggles almost a year ago at this point. I was there. I had to call out of school. I had to, oh my, like the panic attacks were so bad, man. Just even thinking about that time, gives me the chills, Like I couldn't even make myself get out of bed. I was that depressed. I couldn't even go to school without my mind running a million miles an hour, even when I'm just sitting down doing nothing. Everything is perfectly fine, but in my head, everything's going to shit. That's what being anxious feels like. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay to have those feelings. All of us have those feelings. People look up to other people and be like, how come he isn't anxious? How come he isn't depressed? How come he isn't going through shit? But in reality, you never know what anyone else is going through. Everyone has their own battles. Everyone has their own demons that they go through. Some people just are more vocal about it than others. But anyways, man, I'm here to tell you that what y'all really need to do to get your shit together, whether if you're anxious, depressed, stressed, whatever, is you need to change your lifestyle up. Whatever you've been doing, like I guarantee you, if you have not been meditating, if you have not been taking care of yourself, if you've not been eating right, if you have not been spiritually connected, then you're fucking up. I'm telling you. Me personally, I didn't believe in God my whole life, and that's not what I'm here to tell you today. I'm not here to tell you to go pray. I'm here to tell you to go meditate. There's a difference, okay? People put off meditation so fast. They try it once, they sit down, and they start getting overwhelmed. They start thinking that it doesn't work. They start thinking all these things, and then they never try it again. But in reality, you have to learn how to use it right. It's a tool. You have to learn how it works for you, how it benefits you. The easiest way I could explain it, the benefits of it in long term, if you've been doing it for a while, is that it's almost like you still have all these problems. You still have whatever you deal with, right? But as soon as you sit down and get rid of all the distractions, you put your phone away, whoever you're talking to, put that shit to the side for 10, 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes if you're just starting, right? Put all those distractions to the side, and all you gotta do is sit down and be alone with yourself. Because half the shit that y'all deal with is a combination of piling up all these things, all these stresses, all these worries, all these anxieties, whatever you're dealing with is just piling up, and you're not doing shit about it. That's why people go see a therapist. They go see a therapist so they can vent. Meditation is like venting. It's like being your own therapist. You sit down and you're alone with yourself. And slowly but surely, it's like an email list, like a spam email list. You have all the spam built up in your email list that you haven't even addressed yet. You haven't even looked at it. And once you sit down and close your eyes and focus on your breath and start meditating, one by one, those emails will start popping up, aka your problems, aka your anxieties, your worries will start popping up. And then one by one, you can start dealing with those issues. You can start dealing with them. And you can come to terms with them. Not just push them to the side, not pretend that they don't exist, but you can fully deal with them and live with them and be okay with that. And, obviously it takes time. You're not going to get to that point in the first day. You're not going to get to the point in the first week, over time. It's a practice of bettering yourself. You need to be more mindful. You need to be more willing to live with yourself. You are your own best friend, or you're supposed to be. Think about it. You came into this world alone. You're about to leave this world alone, no matter when. No matter when your time is, you're about to leave the world alone, no matter what. I'm not talking about family. I'm not talking about friends. I'm not talking about coworkers. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. So why wouldn't you want to be your own best friend? Your conscious, that voice that you hear every day in your head, you want to make that voice your best friend. Because, like, you can't rely on anybody out here, honestly. You can't rely on friends. You can't rely on your parents. You can't rely on anybody but yourself to take care of you. And not everybody's going to understand that message. Some people are going to look over it. But in reality, you're all you got. You got to take care of yourself. That's why it's so important. That's why I tell people to eat healthy. I tell people to be mindful. I tell people to meditate. Go out in nature. Put your phone down for an hour, you know. I'm not talking about all day. You know, obviously I use social media. I use Instagram. I use all these things. I'm not telling you to go delete them. But just be mindful about how much you're using it. Instagram is made to make you feel self-conscious about yourself. You're comparing yourself to everybody else on there. And everybody else is just trying to live their best life on social media. And you're looking at them. How come they so happy? How come they got this? How come they got that? How come they look like this? Just comparing yourself all day, even if it's subconscious. It's not good for you. So my advice to y'all, if you're still stuck, if you still feel anxious, you still feel depressed, you still feel stressed, you need to switch up what you're doing. You need to take some time out for yourself. I'm talking, don't bring a friend with you. Don't let anyone know what you're doing. Go for a walk, bro. Just go for a walk. No earbuds, no phone, for like 10, 15 minutes. Tell me how you feel after. Because trust me, when I was depressed to the point where I couldn't even get out of bed, that was the only thing I could rely on. I would be laying in bed, you know, it could be any time, you know, just wide awake. Have my fucking anxieties go at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I could feel it coming. I could feel myself getting more anxious. And I would get to the point where it's like, okay, I just need to go take a walk. Honestly, you'd be surprised how much taking a walk clears your mind if you don't have music, if you don't have your phone. It's just you alone in nature. Your only choice is to just be alone with yourself and think about whatever you're going through. So, that being said, I just want to give this a little shot. I'm going to post this and see how it goes, you know, fuck it. Peace.